guys, we are here in my garage. I'm at home, at my house, and this is my car, 2020 Chevy Traverse. I've had her since last year. Great car.
Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch, including this one right here, Strong Mommy Chrissy. Yeah, I would imagine you're here because you enjoy Strong Mommy Chrissy. So yeah, girl, she went live not too long ago, today. It's Sunday. And she was talking about a lot of different things. I mean, she was talking about mom life. She was talking about packing. They're not quite out of the house yet. They are still trying to get everything together. It's a huge undertaking. I could imagine. They've only been there for a year, but I'm assuming they got very comfortable. And maybe they bought lots of things. I don't know. As you can see, in some of the video from her talking about her car, they have a huge garage. I mean, me personally, I would have been packing boxes and storing them in that garage. And she talked about trying to keep the kitchen clean. And it's really hard because, so much is going on. But yeah, you probably need to get out a big stack of paper plates and just what you need for the next week and not have all the extra out and pack everything up that you do not need. But Chrissy has moved plenty of times, and she started from 1 and now she has 9, so she knows what to do. I'm sure she's probably almost an expert at this. So why it's taking so long, girl, maybe she'll let us know one day. But this is let me get to the point of this video.
Guys, we are here in my garage. I'm at home, at my house, and this is my car, 2020 Chevy Traverse. I've had her since last year. Like, I got a 2021. So, is mine a 2020? No, it's a 2021.
So this is one of the situations that comes into play when people really just start freestyle talking too much. So basically, Chrissy says she's got a 2021. She said earlier said she had a 2020. She had it since last year, which would be okay. You had it in between the eviction, moving to Houston, and whenever you shot this video earlier in 2020. So now we're in 2021, and if you have the same car like you said you did, then you should still have the same 2020, not a 2021. I'm just saying, like, it just seems weird and it doesn't check out. But hey, if that's the story that you're going with, that's the story that we're going with.
Like, I got a 2021. So, is mine a 2020? No, it's a 2021. So, I definitely don't want anything older than that, really, but I could be flexible a little bit. But yeah, I think my car be fine. What's up?
Okay, y'all, here we go again. This is a pretty regular debate. Does Strong Mommy Chrissy have a car? It's like it always comes up. So I did a video about a month ago. Her and Bae had gone, well, Rob or Rod, whatever, went out to eat. And she had mentioned that they were waiting for their car. So I wasn't sure. I said, maybe they were picking up valet. Maybe they parked the car valet and they were waiting for valet to return their car. Maybe they were waiting for an Uber. Just because you have an Uber doesn't mean you don't have a car. So I just kind of pointed it out in a video. I mean, it wasn't like a really major big deal. But I think that people have been asking questions because it always seems like Chrissy is ordering stuff, or there's always some type of delivery. There's some type of, there's always something her not in a vehicle. And as much as she used to get around in Vegas, it seems like her lifestyle, although we know has completely changed, she is doing a lot less in her vehicle. And it's been notable that we just don't see her driving around like most moms. Most moms who vlog are in and out of their cars. We're coming with them to the store. We have seen Chrissy in random vehicles recently, vehicles that don't appear to be vehicles that we've been used to seeing her in. But quite frankly, I can say, I think I have not seen her in a car probably since that Easter journey that she took that kind of showed everyone around the area where she lived when she was still trying to say she had moved to Austin versus moving to Houston, and that was debunked pretty quickly, and that was Easter last year. So fast forward, we've seen her recently a couple of times in a vehicle, and it's been so strange, and you guys have seen that. And my thought was the car was full of boxes or things that she just didn't want anyone to see, and or she didn't want us to see the inside of the vehicle. So here we go today. She's talking freely, kind of freestyle talking, and she starts talking about potentially buying a new car, and what they're looking at, that Bay has his car and she has a car, and why doesn't she trade her car and get two cars, a mom car and a family car? So interesting, right? And another point for some of you single dolls out here, what I'm going to say is this, or in transition between a marriage and divorce, mixing your finances with someone who you are not sure about. Yeah, maybe they are going to get married, maybe they're not, but at the end of the day, it sounded like Chrissy was consulting her boyfriend as to what type of a financial decision that she was going to make in terms of purchasing a vehicle. And if someone, I hate to say it like this, guys, but this is the deal. If someone is coming to the table with less financial experience and buying ability, and not really any kind of proven financial track record, I would really just keep my finances separate, because you're already divorcing, strong mommy Chrissy, and you are in a situation where you have 9 children to care for. Someone who's going to encourage you when you are living in a rental to purchase 2 vehicles when you already have one that sounds like you've brought into almost 2 years ago. So maybe it's a lease and you have to turn it in, but if it's not, you have 2 years of payments into a vehicle that you are trying to buy a home. And if you're trying to buy a home, you want your income to debt ratio as low as possible. And being someone who works for yourself and wanting to be in the best financial situation possible with the least amount of debt, honestly, to me, my opinion and suggestion would be the focus should be on keeping that as low as possible. Focus on the purchase of a home rather than the purchase of 2 vehicles, because at the end of the day, you can only drive one. You can only drive one car at a time. And I know you mentioned when you go to this new house, you want to be bougie, but to be really bougie is to have a certain degree of financial freedom. And if you are saddled with a bunch of bills and those bills are not necessarily working for you, yeah, that's not bougie. That's just in debt. So anyway, guys, just something interesting I noticed in the live today. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Look, sometimes you have to work really hard to get yourself out of financial situations. And if strong mommy Chrissy is finding herself at this moment in a position where she has kind of gotten herself out of a negative financial position and things are looking up, this is not the time to saddle yourself with 2 vehicles, 2 insurance, so double the insurance or more, and also luxury vehicles. You're a mom of 9 and who had an eviction last year. And I'm sorry, it's not to say that you can't overcome that, but in a situation where you have fiduciary and responsibility to an entire family and you are the head, you want to be as prudent and as much of a good steward with your money as possible. So anyway, again, guys, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified as soon as I drop another video or I go live. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. What about the car? What about financial responsibility to not only herself, but to her family? And should she be commingling finances with someone who moved in with her? Is that smart? Should you be commingling finances when you are still technically married? Things of that nature. Guys, let me know what you think. Comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
My house, and this is my car, 2020 Chevy Traverse. I've had her since last year. It is such a chilly day, but it feels so good out here. Like, ooh, yeah, I wanted to come and just address a couple of the things that have been going on around here. So my mom called me and she's like, oh, everybody's saying for some reason that you don't have a car. Like, why? What are they talking about? Why are they saying that you don't have a car? Because clearly you have a car. I'm like, I have no idea. Honestly, just really feel like people are coming up with their own versions of whatever, because there's really nothing to talk about. I've been so unproblematic, minding my own business that pays me. There's no drama on my channel right now. I'm not giving out any content for them to really talk about, so they're just making up their own narrative, and this happens. Clearly, I have a car. It's sitting in my garage at my house. When I need to go somewhere, I do use this car to transport me and my kids where we need to be or go. Number one, I don't owe anybody any type of explanations. No.
If you don't like me, that's fine. But, you know, watch your mouth.